I'm Bryan, graduated in 2009, so senior season was that 2008-2009 season.
My name is Bryan. I graduated from Carrollton in 2007. I was a sophomore on the 04 NBC title team, and I was a starting quarterback here at Carrollton in 05 and 06.
It was really cool growing up. We had some really, really cool teams coming into my high school year. We had obviously the 2001 team, which was a pretty exciting season to watch. And then, as a freshman, we had that 2004-2005 season that Coach Hill was a part of, watching them, make it to the playoffs and all that. It was a very, very exciting time for Carrollton football. It's the football teams I grew up watching. You think of some of the highlight players that played at the time that, probably still see them in the record book. You see Matt Villain, Chad Hubler was one of them. It was an exciting time. And, crazy thing, I was a ball boy here from the 6th grade clear up until when I started wearing the varsity jersey. So, yeah, I pretty much I grew up, and all you wanted to do through elementary school is play football for the Warriors. So, small town feel.
Coach Hill was a tremendous leader. He was the captain. I remember, looking up to him a lot. I remember we used to do on Mondays we would do these things called family 40s. It sucked. You'd have to run 10 40-yard dashes. They'd break us up, lineman group and then a skilled guy group. So the linemen are running, I don't know, we're halfway through, and I'm a sophomore, mentally weak. I'm feeling sorry for myself. And all of a sudden, one of the linemen, flinched. I'm like, and I kind of pointed at him, like, they have to go down and come back. We get a longer break or whatever. And one coach, I think it was McCord or whatever, said, "Do they flinch?" And I was like, "Yeah." And Coach Hill was not far from me, and he let me have it. So it was a good learning experience right there. And he didn't. I was talking about it earlier tonight, and he doesn't remember it, but 20 years later, I still do. So
obviously, there's ebbs and flows in culture and what's important and what's not. But I can't think of a time until I was in high school where being a football player wasn't something that everybody wanted to do. And Friday nights, Carrollton's a perfect example of small town America. It's just a microcosm of what's so great about this place. Everyone's going out to the Friday night football game. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty high up on people's list.
It was, everything I could have expected, everything I could have asked for. When I think of my football, I spent 5 years playing college football. But when I think back about playing football, and I think of high school, I don't think of college. The college memories are different, but high school is, I'll always cherish. There's a few memories I have. I remember completing my very first pass, varsity game, the first game against Buckeye Local, sprint out, curl, and Matt Spears. I'll never forget the feeling of running out on the field. There's nothing like it that I've experienced. Now, I haven't ran out in front of 105,000 people at Ohio Stadium. I might have a different opinion there, but running out on the field before the game in college is nothing like high school. High school blows it out of the water. But I was really lucky my junior year. We were stacked at wide receivers that were a class ahead of me. I had the privilege of following probably the most prolific quarterback Carrollton ever had in Matt Villain. He was Matty V. What else can you say? So I had big shoes to fill. I think I did. If I could go back and do things again, heck yeah, I would. But I think, I had the 6th most passing yards in the state that year in all divisions. I threw the ball, pretty lucky, but I also had a real good crew to throw to. So it was an awesome experience. I would just tell them, enjoy it. When brothers are in high school, juniors and sophomores, that brothers fight. My brother and I have always been close, but you're typical brothers. And now, as we're older, he's my best friend. And I wish I'd have been a better big brother at times. I think he'd probably tell you he wishes he'd been a better little brother. But I can promise you that the big brother generally could be a better big brother than the little brother's always a better little brother than the big brother is big brother. I bet you that holds true on 90% of relationships. And if the big brother disagrees, then he's a jerk probably.
Yeah, well, one thing, before I even answer that question, I'll say you named some teams there, and when I played, it was the NBC, so pretty much the same stock of players. And I remember years later, I was talking to some coaches that were in a college recruiting process, and asked where he played, where we were from. I said I played at Carrollton, and one thing that's always stuck with me, told me this when I was maybe 21 years old, and playing in colleges. He said, "Oh, there's some tough kids down there." He said, I think he may have coached or played high school somewhere in the Akron area, and he talked about they'd come down and they'd play West Branch or play Marlington or play Carrollton, and said, "These are tough boys. We always knew we were going to play against tough people." So, yeah, get your mind right. It's ready to be tough. But what I tell the seniors is immerse yourself in the moment. It's just a moment in time, and it goes fast. And you're not going to find a lot of things in life where you get to be a part of 11 people on the field at a time, and it's bigger than 11 people. It's a team. Folks that aren't even on the field. Some folks prepared you to be on the field. Some folks are waiting to get on there and do their part. But it's 11 people out there trying to execute and achieve something together. And you're going to go through life, and there might be some times where you find a similar thing, but it's rare. And it's rare. And enjoy it while you have it, because it goes fast. You're going to blink and it's gone. And I was told that, and you didn't think about it, and but you think about the friendships and the bonds that you make now. You're going to treasure them and value them, because even as you get on other teams, whether in your work life or community, it's not quite the same, and it's a fleeting moment in time. So immerse yourself in it.
Yeah. I mean,